Well, hello. It is your High Priestess, Lady Lisa. Hello to all my witchy poos and all to my lovely gifted people. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, for following me, for trusting in me, and for watching my videos. It is very early in the morning. This video that I am going to update into my YouTube is not the day that I did this video. Just to let everyone know. The day that you will be receiving this video will be Wednesday, and I have done it prior to Wednesday. I just have been so busy and so blessed and so grateful that I just have not been able to upload it. Okay, so what are we going to talk about today? Well, there's a few things that I want to address and talk about today, especially when it comes to being a witch, okay? A lot of people will come across and discredit you and shame you for you labeling yourself as a witch. And then they'll not stop and think, well, I'm labeled as a Christian, or I'm labeled as a Catholic, or I'm labeled as a Muslim, and they don't judge us. Judging is wrong, period. It's wrong no matter who your higher being is, okay? I have no problem letting everybody know that my higher being is Mother Universe, okay? There's no shame in my game. I am too old, but very young at heart, very young in age and everything else. Thank you to my wonderful glamour spells and glamour kits that me and my coven sisters put together. But back to basics. Judgment is just wrong. It's wrong. You never should have the time in your life or in your thoughts to even worry about what the next person thinks or believes. Now, if you feel that it's right that you talk to somebody about what you believe in, as long as you're not pushing it upon them, then that's fine. Because you should be confident in who your higher being is, who you call upon. And you should be so excited in who you believe in, who you call upon, your higher being, your higher power, that you should want to talk about that. But there's a difference between talking about it and telling people what you believe in and pushing it on somebody. Because people are going to be who they are. Okay? We evolve every single day. Innovation is every single day. Every single day something changes about us, the people around, our homes, the things that we do, our thinking, everything. And also, every single time I do one of these videos, a little part of these videos are going to be in my new and upcoming first bestseller book. Okay? And congratulations, we got a winner, even though I didn't go live and I didn't put it out there that I was going to do giveaways to those who follow me the most and always leave beautiful, beautiful comments. We have a winner, Miss Jessica Anslem, a beautiful sister witch of mine who follows me. She's a beautiful woman, a beautiful girl, a great mother, very gifted, very talented, very young, and she's following right in my footsteps, and she's coming right along into her gifts. And when she reaches my age, so mote it be. I can guarantee you, if she chooses to be a high priestess, she will be. And if she doesn't, she will be just as gifted, if not get more powerful than me. I promise you that. So what she did was she won a beautiful free money spell that I did for her Sunday night. Me being a high priest, a natural born witch, taught traditionally, do not judge or discredit any witch for whatever they believe in, whether it be completely black magic, a mixture of both, whether they're Wicca, pagan, etc. I love people for who they are. The only time I will separate myself from a person is if their energy is negative, or they're bringing me drama, or they're hating on me. I don't have time for that. Okay, there's no reason in the whole entire world that anyone should hate me, especially if I'm doing nothing wrong to you. There's there's no reason in the whole world that anybody should hate anybody. Nobody in the whole world should have time in their life to hate anybody, nor judge anybody. Okay? If you don't like something that somebody believes in, then you have that right to not believe in the same thing that they believe in. But you're not supposed to be like, oh, well, I can't be near her or him. I can't talk to him or her because they label themselves as a warlock or a witch, or they're a Christian, or they're a Muslim, or how can they do this, or how can they do that? Well, let me tell you something. Witches date back to the 1300s, okay? You all heard of the Salem witch trials, correct? Right. And then after they did it, they regretted it. They took our ancestors, they stoned a 71-year-old witch to death, they burnt them, they hung them, and 20 of the witches went to the trial in Salem, where I'll be visiting very soon, because that's where my ancestors and my heritage is. And 20 of them went to trial, and 20 of them were killed, amongst many other who did not go to trial, including the 71-year-old witch who was stoned to death. To find out after the fact that they did it, they felt bad, and they said they were wrong for doing it. And the only, as far back as we can go, it would be the 1300s. You can't find anything after the 1300s about witches. So that's a long time back that we witches have been around. And back when we were, you know, our lives were taken because of what we loved and what we believed in. When we were doing no harm, we were just nature, loving nature, doing what we were. They judged us. They judged us, and they made their own perception of us when there was nothing evil about us. And look at the outcome of it. And here we are today, reading on the history of where witches originated from, what happened to them, and why it happened. So stop judging people, stop hating people, love yourself, love who you are, and embrace the fact that there is diversity in this world, and there's always going to be diversity, and it has nothing to do with your skin color. Okay? People are who they are. We're all human, we all bleed red, but we all are different, which means there's going to be diversity everywhere. Whether you fall in love, whether you have children, whether whatever, there's going to be diversity. Accept it and move on with what makes you happy and makes you feel good in life. Okay? Stop worrying about what makes somebody else feel good in life. Worry about, or don't even worry, period. I don't even like that word, period. I want to erase that from my vocabulary, similar to be. Don't even worry about nothing. Know that no matter what the outcome of whatever is going on, you will be okay. Remember that. You, the individual, you who I'm speaking to. I'm not talking about anybody else but you. Okay? Not worry. Focus on you and what's important in your life and what your beliefs are. And don't worry about the next. That is the problem with society today. Everybody's trying to keep up with the Kardashians or Nicki Minaj or what's going on at this club or this event, and keeping up with the Joneses. if you're stuck on yourself and loving yourself and being grateful for what you have and working with today and not looking into tomorrow, you're going to be okay. Because everything happens for a reason. And every time a door shuts, a bigger door opens. It's up to you to take that opportunity and run with it. But the more we put energy into, oh, well, they got a brand new car. How could they have done that? Well, how do they have this big, beautiful house and this big, beautiful, nice car but never work? Who cares? Is it paying your bills? Is it putting food in your fridge? Is it bringing money to your bank account? No. So who cares? Who cares? Let it go. Let it go. One thing I wanted to put out there before I get into what the actual video is about is me and my beautiful Coven sisters who are on our way to Texas to meet up with another beautiful, big, giant coven that's been running for 17 years. A witchy poo friend of mine. She runs her own coven out in Texas. I won't say the exact location, but if she's watching, she will know who she is. And hi to all my sister covens. Coven sisters. I spelled myself out of that, but I do slip up once in a great while. You know, I am tired. It is very early. I love you all. I love you all. You're my inspiration, my motivation, my dad, Mother Universe first and foremost, and my father. He's everywhere in my heart, my mind, my soul, my spirit. I carry him everywhere. I see him, I feel him, I touch him, I smell him. He tucks me in bed at night. I have it on tape. I wish I could upload it. But we're headed out to Texas for 3 days, and we're going to be joining their coven for a special ceremony, special prayers, and special protection, and doing a few spells. So, Monday is the 24th. That is a full moon, okay? Not the new moon, it's a full moon. Me and my coven sisters, we work with moon energy. We can do spells any time of the day, especially if there's emergencies. We can do spells in the yard. We could do spells under the tree, in the park, in the sunlight. We could do spells anytime, any place, but we love to work with moon energy, especially special moons. However, we are casting every Sunday going forward. It is not going to just be on special moons. We're casting every Sunday going forward. But we're just not sure with this Texas trip if we are going to wait to Monday on the powerful full moon and cast, which is really our day off, or we're just going to go and proceed on Sunday. If indeed you would like to know how we go about our spells and what spells we do, you can always link your information below, and I can give you my direct contact. I and my sister covens, we do every type of spell imaginable. We are traditional witches. We do not believe in karma. We do hex and we do curse, okay? We would be the deciding factor on if you wanted somebody hexed or cursed, whether we're going to do it or not. We would have to read into what you're wanting the curse or the hex done for, and we would have to make sure that it's not an innocent bystander who you just want some type of revenge on, who didn't really do anything wrong. And then we would be the deciding factor on that before we do that, because we really don't like to do any harm unless it's called for. Okay, but we will do harm. That does not make us evil, because in a traditional witch's eyes, and again, I don't discredit any type of witch for any type of faith they follow, whether they follow Wicca and pagan and traditional, or just pagan, or just Wicca, etc. You get my understanding. I don't judge any witch. I love witches for who they are and what they believe in. I follow all black witches who do nothing but black magic on YouTube. And me and my sister covens, we just do a mix. Okay, we do a mix. Um, and you know, no matter how many times you go to church a week, no matter how many times you go to your coven, no matter what you may do in life, it's getting a little warm in here. Goodness gracious. And I'm always in these little t-shirts because it'd be so hot in here. And I'm a freezing type of person. You know, whatever it is that you do in life, you know, you just got to remember, you know, make sure that if you're the type of person that, you know, you do good, you do good, you do good, you do good, and somebody just comes back and attacks you for no reason, and you're just like, wow, like, you traded on me and you turned on me for what? You know, for what? What the heck did I do? And you have me crying tears, one who, it's very hard for me to cry unless I'm doing a reading because I'm empathic, which I'm going to get to in a minute. Then I'm coming for you through a hex or a curse. And you best believe you're going to know you got it. But you're not going to know where it comes from, because that's why I have coven sisters. They're going to send it. This way you cannot send it back. Because not only will I be protected and blocked from getting attacked, but you won't know who sent it. So you're not going to be able to send it back. And that's the way it works. Unless you go to a really good psychic medium like me, and they can figure out some type of initials and get to where it came from, and then maybe possibly send it back. But that's you got to be very powerful and very gifted and very confident in yourself and very in tune with your gifts to be able to pull that energy and figure out where that came from. And I do it all the time. Out of all the spells that I have done in the years that I've been a witch, which has been since I've been born, and I'm in my 40s, okay? The most requested spells that I and my sister, coven sisters, do are unhexing and uncursing. Whether it be complete family members, we have unhexed children, we have unhexed spouses, we have uncursed families, and they were all a success. You also got to remember too, spells are stepping stones, okay? They're not evil. If you do a spell in your home, I just warn you and advise you, please know what you're doing before you do the spell. Because even if you are a master spellcaster like myself and my coven sisters, spells always have a tendency to fail or backfire. When you're a traditional witch, we give out universal laws before we can go ahead and proceed with our spells. First, we need permission by the client. We need written permission. And then we give out 3 very crucial, easy rules to follow. Universal laws that will be in my book. If you break or do not follow the rules, you have a chance of your spell backfiring or failing. If you do the spell yourself, you're not mastered in it. Okay, just like if you've never typed before and you go to a job and you're trying to type and the paper comes out all crazy and the boss don't know what it looks like. Well, it's the same thing with a spell. If you don't know what you're doing, you know, practice makes perfect, but you have to be ready for a candle to fail or possibly backfire, okay? And I've had it happen to me back in 2010, maybe 2011, roughly around that, and it's something that I don't ever want to rehash, but I'm going to show you a failed candle and a candle that worked, how I know one failed, how I know one worked. I won't disclose the names of the person or the people who got these candles done, because that's not what I do. But I will show you one that got done exactly the same time. Okay? And being that you need to be precautious when you're doing spells, I don't care if you have them in a tub, in a pot, in a sink. Snuff your candles out when you leave your home with a snuffer, or if you have very thick fingers like me. Do not leave your candles burning if you leave your home. Because once you close your circle and the candle has been lit, okay, and the candle has been lit, the magic has already gone out into the universe. So no matter how many times you snuff it out or pinch it out and start it back up again, that doesn't deter the magic. The magic is already going out to the universe. The candle, how long the candle burns for, does not determine how fast the magic is going to work, or if the magic is going to work. That's false right there. But you don't ever want to blow out a candle and blow out a wick. You blow out the wick, you blow out the magic, you need to do the candle over again. But please, for safety precautions, I advise you, snuff the candle out, okay, every time you leave your home for fire safety purposes. And just let the client know, if you're doing a spell for them, if it is an actual candle, it's like a 7 to 14 candle, 7 to 14 day candle. However, if I have to leave the home or the coven or wherever you may be doing your spells, I have to put out the wick. So if you don't get the reading of your candle back, because I read people the reading of their candles when they're done. I don't do a reading, I do the reading of the candle. If you don't get it back in to 21 days, well, that's because I wasn't home much. But that doesn't deter the magic from working. It doesn't stop the magic from working. Sometimes magic will begin in a day, 2 days, weeks, months, years. That's where patience comes in. And when you rush magic, you will fail your spell. Can't rush anything in life. You really can't. Because 9 times out of 10, when you rush something, you are going to have made the wrong choice. So you don't do that with magic either. You wait for the right time, and it will show itself and present itself to you. Okay, so let's show you a failed spell and a spell that worked, and how I know the difference, and then we'll go into what is an empath really quick. Okay, this is a double action reverse candle, and I'm holding it this way to keep the names of the people that were on this candle confidential. Let me give you a little witchy tip. If you are a witch or you're spell casting in your home, there's many different types of reverse candles on the market, whether you make them yourself or you buy them from a wholesale dealer, or you go to your metaphysical store. You always want to keep at least one type of reverse candle, burning in your home. As soon as it is done burning, you want to go ahead and redo it, because you always want to keep that negative energy that may be coming forth to you from them lovely little stalkers and haters out there. And hi to you all who are watching my channel. Even though I know you hate me, but you're watching, so that's all that matters to me. So you always want to keep that going out. You want to keep it away from you, your loved ones, your home, your car, and anybody you may be around. And you always want to bring back what you think or what they may be trying to take away from you. I like to work with the money reverse candles, the health reverse candles, and the love reverse candles. Because when somebody's coming to attack you or trying to attack you, they're going to go right for the juggler. Seriously, they're going to go right for the money, they're going to go right for the health, and they're going to go right for the love. Okay? But if not anything, I will always have a money reverse candle burning in my coven or my home at all times, or even both. This one is a reverse money candle. Okay, and what it does is it will come green at the top. This one, it will be green at the top, and then it will be black at the bottom. Okay, and without showing too many names, let's see if I could do this. Let's see. When you turn it around, it has all the beautiful, wonderful things of the money And that's where you will put the names, your little hearts, your little symbols, whatever you may want to do. And what this will do is it will bring back any money that was taken from you or tried to be taken from you, reverse it back to them, take it back from them, and give it back to you. And then it'll come down, you'll put the person's name here if you think you know exactly who the attacker is, or you will just put all attackers or all enemies or all haters, whatever you may do. And then the black will reverse. The black will clear it up. The black will completely send it back and clear it up. Okay, now if you look at the candle, which I'm a master at reading candles, and I've done videos many times on this, you will see that, if you can see very closely, sorry about the lighting, you have a little tiny bit of white soot at the top, and that's okay. That's really okay. It's normal, especially when you're doing a reverse candle. Usually you're going to see black. You're going to see black, like I'm going to show you the next candle, but this really just has white. And then it clears up and it clears up all the way to the bottom and goes and burns straight through to the bottom. This is a successful reverse candle. So what it indicates to me is really they didn't really have too many problems going on in their life, but just in case something was about to come their way, this just killed it. This destroyed it, dead the issue, okay? The way that I will cleanse my candle out is I will run it in I will have spigot water run through it. I will call upon who I called upon to make it a success, and I will say thank you, so mote it be, rinse it out, and in the trash it goes. I very rarely keep candles in my home after they're done burning, whether they're bad candles or good candles. If they are left in my coven, our coven, or my home, that is because I didn't get to the person to read their candle yet, and I don't want to forget about that. That's very important to me. I may be late on a lot of things, but I get there nevertheless. That's one thing about me. I'm always there. Okay, very, very busy, very, very grateful, but I will get to you eventually. Now, let's check out a failed candle. Can you see the difference? See the difference? Okay. Now you say to yourself, well, how do I know that this is a failed candle? Well, this is a alleged condition oil candle. Okay, and what it is a candle that's good luck. It's going to bring you good luck. It's going to bring you good fortune, good dreams, success, money, happiness, good health, power, all beautiful, wonderful things. Now, when I started this candle, as I started at the same time as I started this candle, and I won't reveal who this candle was for, started to get black at the top, which was indication that there was resistance and that this person was having a lot of obstacles in their path and something was fighting against this candle. And I didn't worry about it at first. And then as it got down further and further and further and blacker, I said, this is going to be a failed candle. And it is a failed candle. It even left wax at the bottom. You don't want that. You want your candles to burn straight through like I showed you on the other one. You never want to have wax at the bottom. And this at the top, especially this far down. You don't worry about all these glitter lines. They mean nothing. I like to work with glitter because it's magical. But I've already did a demonstration on one of my videos where I took a little votive candle, non-magical, and had it lit at a party reading that I did, and it had the circles around it, and it had glitter lines, and it wasn't even spelled or magic. So you don't go by no glitter lines. I was taught by my grandma that you go by the top, the black, the white, how far it goes down, and if there's wax left at the bottom. And it's just that simple. Trust me, I'm a master at reading spells, candles, spell magic, and I'm a master at spell casting, amongst many other psychic abilities and gifted abilities I'm just a jack of all trades, and I love it. Not egotistic, confident. So it's a failed candle. And the reason why this one failed was because the person who had this done did not wholeheartedly believe in spells. In order for anything to work in life, anything to manifest, anything to come into your world, you must believe. Because without believing, nothing is possible. And even though up here, she wanted to believe that witchcraft is real, spellcasting is real, her subconscious, from the way she grew up and what she was taught, would not let her believe that witchcraft, magic, and spellcasting was real. The subconscious is the most powerful. I just hypnotized somebody yesterday to clear out their whole subconscious because they had such negative thinking. And I wanted to clear out their subconscious and retrain it and refocus it to think positive, so positives can start coming into their life. And that's exactly what I did yesterday, because all they had was that negative thinking in their subconscious. I'm a failure. I'm afraid. I need it. That's an elude. When you need and say I need and I want, whatever that is you need and want, you're going to elude it. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. It will come. It will come. That's bringing it into life. That's manifesting. So I reprogrammed his whole subconscious, because no matter what you're thinking up here, if your subconscious knows the truth and doesn't believe, it's going to override whatever you're thinking. You're not even going to know it. And then this is what your result is going to be. Your candle has failed. Okay? Now, did it backfire? How do I know if it backfired? How do you know? How do you know as a spellcaster or a witch if a candle has failed or backfired? Well, I'm going to keep it simple with you. We all know that the one spell out of all the spells that you can do in the world that will backfire the most is a love spell. And that is because you're forcing will upon another person, okay? Something that they do not want. So most of the time, a love spell will fail. Either you didn't abide by the rules, or because you forced will upon somebody and now what you wanted turned around not in your favor. Or they love you now, but they love you to a point where they don't want you out of their sight. Are you cheating? Who are you talking to? Let me look in your phone. I'm never leaving you. Let's have kids. Let's get married. You didn't want all that now. You just wanted the person to love you. You just wanted the person to come back, right? Okay. Well, you forced will upon that person. That's a big chance that the spell is going to backfire. Now the person wants you all right. They want you all right. But on the flip side, there are love spells that don't fail and do not backfire. This candle, being a psychic, is the only way you're going to be able to tell if it backfired. You'll know that it failed, but the only way you're going to know that it backfired is if you're psychic. And I'm going to tell you that this did not backfire. It did not backfire. It just failed. That's all. It just failed because of the non-belief. The want to believe, but don't believe. That's the difference. I want to believe, but I don't believe. You have to fully believe, or you're going to fail your spell. Any clarity I can give you on any of that information, feel free to subscribe. Hit that bell button on my screen. It would be on my left side, and it'll say turn on notifications. Please do that. If you do not hit the bell, you're not going to get alerts when I go on or I go live. Okay? If you're not getting alerts, but you are subscribed to my channel, go in, unsubscribe. Then subscribe again, wait for the bell button to come up, hit the bell button, Turn on your alerts, because when I start to go live, when I hit a certain amount of viewers, enough for me to say, hey, I want to take the time out of my busy schedule that I am blessed to have, reading people all over the world, in the United Kingdom, in Australia, all around the world. I read people. I do parties every single Saturday. I do FaceTime. I do a video messenger through Facebook. I do spells every Sunday for clients. Every Sunday, because they're successful, because they believe and they abide by the rules. You can link anything you want down below. Anything you want clarification on, prior videos, this video, something you would like me to teach you on the upcoming video. You can just say, thank you. Whatever it may be. If it's negative, you're not offending me. I promise you that. You cannot offend me. My skin is too tough. I've been around the block 50 million times and back. There's nothing you're going to say to me that I have not already heard. Okay? I've heard worse things from people I love and love me back than I'll ever hear from you. But you will not get the chance to offend one of my viewers, which means I will block and report you immediately. Not playing no games with it. But if you have any questions, if you would like my information, if you would like help reading your candle, if you would like to know some questions on some spells, if you don't want to go back and relook at other videos, or you want me to explain something in a new and upcoming video, please do so. Because the more you follow me and the more you leave comments, you never know when I'm going to say, hey, so-and-so, you want a free hour reading with Lady Lisa? Let's book it. Let's schedule it. It's absolutely on the house, or a free spell of your choice. And then if I go live, each and every time I go live, when I start to go live, when I reach that certain amount of viewers, I will be giving away beautiful, beautiful gifts, whether it be readings, a copy of my book, a free spell, a free beautiful protection necklace, some sage oil, whatever it may be. I'm giving away every single time I go live, okay? And I don't know what else I might be doing when I go live. But you're not going to know unless you follow me. And is it a bribe? No. I'm going to reach that 70,000 viewer point. So mote it be. You'll see. You'll see. I'm going to reach it. I'm going to get there. It just takes time. You'll see. Okay, going into 40 minutes into the video, let's talk about being an empath. Empath, empathy. Really quick what it is, and then I really have to get my day started. Empathy. I'm sure we all know what sympathy, compassion, and empathy is. Empathy is where you're able to put yourself in somebody's shoes and understand their situation without being in it. When you have the empath gift like myself, you're able to do that. But you're also able to carry somebody else's emotions around with you. You can carry them for 24 hours. You can carry them for 72 hours. You can carry them for weeks. Whether it be their joy, their victory, their happiness, their sadness, their grieving, their heartbroken, their depressed, their anxiety. Do I consider myself any better than you because I have the empathic gift? No, I don't. No, I don't, because I am not better than you. I may be on a different level, but I'm not better than you. But you have to be one strong cookie to be empathic. And it's something that you just can't wake up and say you are. You're just born with it. You have to be born with it. And to be able to handle your own emotions, your own sickness, your own health problems, your own victory, your own love, your own happiness, your own sadness, your own depression, your own anxiety, your own tiredness, along with everybody else's emotions. Like every time I do a reading, I walk away and I carry their emotions for at least 3 days on top of my emotions. It is draining. And you have to be extremely, extremely strong to be able to do that. And I am grateful that I am an empathic person. And there's lots of people going to watch this video who are empathic or empath. And there's going to be lots of people in this world who have it and don't want to believe they have it or ignore that they have it because it's too much to handle. Just like there's lots of you beautiful people out here watching this video or just in the world in general who are gifted, who are witches, who are empathic, who are telepathic, who can hypnotize people, all those great, beautiful things, palmistry that I do. And you don't want to acknowledge it because you're either afraid of the unknown, or you're afraid of what can't be seen, or you're afraid of what people may think. And I don't judge. That's for you to decide and what you lay down with and what you feel is best for you. You have to do and make choices accordingly to what is best for you, because it's your world, it's your life, it's your bed that you lay down in every night and wake up in every morning. It's your deciding factor how your day is going to turn out. Even if you're around a bunch of negative people, you have the choice to walk away and get away and say, I don't want to be around this negativity. Nobody in this world has the power to make your day any other way than the way you want your day to be made. And isn't that beautiful? Isn't that absolutely beautiful? That you, yes, you, have that power within yourself to make your day fabulous. No matter if it's sunny out, if it's raining out, if it's hot, if it's cold, if it's in between. If your husband wakes up in a bad mood, or your wife wakes up in a bad mood, or one of your children are sick, or you go to work and one of your co-workers are just being nasty, you got that power to say, hey, listen, that's your day and this is mine. And if you want to feel the way you feel today, not your children being sick, but I'm saying like a husband, a spouse, or a co-worker, well, then you have every right to feel the way you're feeling. Your feelings are valid. But guess what? So are my feelings. My feelings are valid too. And I choose to stay positive. And I'm going to ride the rest of my day out being grateful and thankful for who I am, what I have, who my higher being is, and everything that I have. And I choose to stay positive throughout everything that I'm doing. And with that being said, I can't wait to see you on the next video. And again, congratulations to Miss Witchy Poo, Jess Enslem, who won the first prize that I have given away since I've started doing my YouTube videos, a free, beautiful, wonderful money spell. And, you know, you would say to yourself, well, should you have announced her name? Yeah, I can announce her name. You know why I can announce her name? Because she won a giveaway. She won a giveaway. And not only that, but when I do my spells, when me and my coven sisters do our spells, we do protection spells for everybody we do spells for, so that nobody can harm or attack that person. So Miss Jess is covered in every aspect of the spiritual world. Now, could I protect her from the physical world? Do I? Absolutely. I work with Jess all the time. All the time. And that's not the reason she won, because I work with her all the time. She won because she's dedicated. She's focused. She's in tuning with her gifts. She's embraced who she is. She loves who she is. And she wants to be that person that people need and want in life. That's why she won her gift. So when I do spells for people, If I'm reading you a candle like I'm doing now, I'm not going to disclose the names to you because this is confidentiality right here. But if you come on my YouTube, unless you say, please don't announce my name, then I won't announce your name. I'll just say that there was a winner. But if I know Jess the way I know Jess, I can really tell you that Jess is not going to be perturbed by me announcing her name, because she knows she's highly protected by me and my Coven sisters, and that we have her back all the way around the board, that she's always prayed for and protected her and her babies, her mother, her father, her family. And I would be out there in a drop of a dime if she called on me, and she knows that. So congratulations, Jess. I love you with all my heart, gorgeous. And I want to say, everybody today, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, or good night. Go to bed with a clean slate, a clean heart, a clean mind, and a clean soul, and wake up the same exact way. Let go of yesterday so you can grab a hold of everything that's coming your way today. And remember, it's not the way you begin your day, it's the way you end it. And with that being said, this is your High Priestess, Lady Lisa. Blessed be. And I love you with all my heart. So mote be. Namaste.